Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. Now, first question of the video, before we get into what the video is about, other from the title and the disclaimers and all that stuff that you probably can see right now, is that August 25th, I'm doing a Q&A video, so you can ask any questions that you want about myself, about the channel, etc. And I will do my best to answer all of them. Please keep them in YouTube guidelines and make sure they're not too triggering or traumatizing or too personal, because I won't be disclosing things, for example, about my partner, because that is way too much and that is not my business to share, even though they are my partner. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Okay, so this is Velvette's Doll Part 3 with gender neutral listener and Yandere Velvette from Hazbin Hotel. This is Part 3. It's not Part 4 like some people have thought in the past comments and stuff. What they thought was Part 4 was the Part 3. The previous Part 3 was they thought was the Pride Month. That was just a Pride special and had nothing to do with Part 1, Part 2. So this is Part 3, the real Part 3. Anyways, let's get on to business. Disclaimer, Velvette is not Yandere in canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and Yanderes is fine, just do not be illegal or gross about it. And remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. A thank you. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. A thank you. Now let's get on to business. So disclaimer. Disclaimer, also, characters like Velvette, Valentino, and Vox are bad characters. Just like Alastor is a bad character. They're all people that have ended up in hell for various crimes and sins in their human life. So they're not good people. But it is okay to simp for them in fiction because they're fictional characters and no real life people were hurt by these people. So yes, that's okay. You can separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon and all that stuff. Thank you, and let's do this. You got up early because it was going to be a date day with your partner, you guess, at this point. You didn't know if you were officially a partner with Velvette or not, but she wanted to take you out on a date. And this date was going to be taking some sweets after a manicure and pedicure and just all self-care at a spa. So you were very eager, but also a little bit nervous. Velvette was downstairs waiting for you. You smile at her, and she smiles back at you. Hey there, beautiful, she says, and pulls you close to her, keeping you by her side. Hey, Velvette, you say, and she kisses your cheek. Okay, so I got the day planned for us. We are going to be going to the best spa in Pride. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. You will love it, she tells you as she starts making your breakfast. She is an amazing cook, and you had to admit that you loved eating her food. She was a really, really good cook. Thanks, Velvette. I really haven't had a spa day since I've been in hell. Really, you said, except for the one time Velvette brought you already. But that was something you were still not fully sure you were okay with if you were allowed to enjoy it. But this one you knew you were allowed to enjoy, so it was something else. Yeah. She smiles at you and plates your breakfast as soon as it's cooked, and you guys eat together, talking. Valentino came in, and he had a hangover, so you avoided his gaze and avoided his attitude. Velvette kept you safe, but Valentino still kept you on edge because of his history. Vox was even more terrifying since he can hypnotize people, and that is something you didn't want to deal with. Soon you guys were ready to go out, and you were is it driven or drove? I can't remember. You were drove to the spa in the Pride Ring, and you were let out. Velvette privately booked it. So it's just me and you, she says as you guys get to the changing room and you remove your clothing, revealing your gender neutral body. And Velvette smirks as she takes you in, and you wrap a towel around yourself, covering your body. You are beautiful, she says, and kisses your cheek again, wrapping her arms around your waist and nuzzling her face into your neck. It was a very sweet moment, but you were still not fully used to being, Velvette's partner. It was something you didn't really expect to happen this fast. Thank you, Velvette, you say with a smile, and she nods her head into your neck and then pulls away. And you guys first go to get a couple's massage. Oh my goodness, did it hurt? But after you were done with it, all the tension from your body, it felt wonderful. The pain was worth it. Velvet smirked at you as you guys get into the mud bath, and she pulls you onto her lap, nuzzling her face into your neck. You blush even more as you feel her breath against your neck. I cannot go any further into the intimate stuff. Please ignore the intimate stuff. Anyways, you guys continued to snuggle and talk and have a good time. It was beautiful and wonderful. So, Velvet, why did you choose me? You ask suddenly as you remember how she confessed to you, and it was very intense. Well, I chose you because there's just something about you. Your name, she says. I have never met a person like you that has made my heart race so much, that made me so flustered, even though I am always in control. I love it and I want to love you, if you will let me, she says. You were still on the fence. Yes, you were contracted to her, but you did not realize how much she did love you. I don't know, Velvet. We're still very new. I don't know if I can love you yet, you say. And she frowns, but then smiles and kisses you on the lips, pressing her hand against your shoulder and pulling you closer to her. Do not worry, your name, she says as she pulled away. I will make you love me if it's the last thing I do, she says, and you shudder at that. Soon the mud bath was over, and you guys went to get manicures and pedicures after washing off and sitting in the hot springs. You had a great day and were melted and relaxed, and you finally decided to go to this little cute bakery down the street, and you were all smooth and soft, and you and Velvet had cakes. You had cake of choice, and she had a strawberry red velvet cake. It was delicious. And you both enjoyed as you both stole some pieces from each other and laughed and had a good time. You were unaware of the cameras of the trash magazines taking pictures of you and the Overlord at Velvet. And you had no idea that your face would be splattered across of hell's trash magazines, that your name was hooking up with Overlord Velvet, and you had no idea what this would change for your life, especially with Velvet's enemies. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that you all did enjoy this, and remember Q&A if you have any questions for me, as the creator of this and the YouTuber and just me in general, or just any questions about what videos I made, whatever. I will try to answer all of them that I can, so please do that. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed once again and that you all had a good time with this. If there's anything else you want to see in this video particularly, comment it below and I will do my best to do it. We also will have overarching stuff where maybe you want to join the hotel after you realize that Serpentius is, well, redeemed. So we're going to get to that. And we're going to get to the stuff where, with the series and stuff in the show, where you deal with Velvet and Valentino and Vox in the show, because there will be more of that in season 2. So we're going to get to that as well in this series as well. Anyways, Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are wonderful, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. Mwah. Thank you for being my current patron. I love and adore you. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you, Gav. And that's it. Now, on to the... Sorry, tongue twister. Anyways, I believe that is it. Oh, yes, happy July. I forgot that July is not mental, but Disability Pride Month. And for those who do not know, I hope that you all that have disabilities have had a good time. There is for undiagnosed disabilities, there's for physical disabilities, mental disabilities, the neurodivergent disabilities, and so on and so forth. Disabilities that you don't see or don't hear and stuff. So I hope that all my muffins with disabilities, seen or not seen, diagnosed or undiagnosed or whatever's, had a good month, and I hope that you have a great year as well. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro. Secret outro. Secret outro of a baseball bat. Welcome to the secret outro, and the secret outro question of the day is: if you could go on a spa date with Velvette, would you want to snuggle and maybe have adult fun time with her? If you are a legal adult, obviously, with her in the spa. If she privately booked it and it was just you and her, would you want to do the ooh la la? Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. My answer is obviously yes. I'm illegal consentant, so yes. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy. All my sexy muffins. Bye bye.